Hello students. In this video, coating of tablets part 3, we are going to study about different coating equipments. So basically, these are the following type of coating equipments. The first one is conventional coating. So for conventional coating, the various equipments that are employed are Pellegrini pan, then immersion salt type pan, then next one is immersion tube type pan. Then the next one is perforated coating pans. So in perforated coating pans include first one Ascilla Cotar system, then High Cotar system, then next one is Glatt Cotar system, then Drea coated system, and next one is Hutlin butterfly pan. Then the next one is coating columns. So coating column include fluidized bed coating. Then next one is spray application system. So spray application system of coating pans include airless spray system and air spray system. Now let us look into this equipment one by one. The first one, conventional coating pan. So here you can see the diagrammatic representation of conventional coating pan. Conventional coating pan is a system that consists of either spherical or hexagonal or pear-shaped pan that rotates on an inclined axis. The rotational movement of the pan causes the substance to tumble and make multiple passes through the spray application zone. Then heat is blown across the surface of the tumbling tablet and exhaust air is withdrawn. This circular metal pan is mounted at around 40 degrees. It has 8 to 60 inch diameter and it rotates on its horizontal axis by a motor. Further, heated air is supplied by inlet air supply and exhaust air is removed by the help of ducts. Further, these coating solutions are applied to tablet by lading or by spraying, as well as use of atomizing system to produce even distribution of coating solution or suspension is possible. However, this equipment has some of the drawback like that of first, low drying efficacy, since much of the drying takes place on the surface of the bed of material being coated. Then the next one is poor mixing efficacy that results in dead spot in the product bed. And the next one is health hazards for the operator and increase risk of exposure in case of organic solvent based film coating due to improper balance between inlet and exhaust air, which cause solvent evaporation to leak in general coating area. Further, since the conventional pan was in common use at the time coating was introduced, this type of equipments initially formed the basis of film coating process, which lacked drying efficacy. A number of modifications were made to the design of the hot air equipment to accommodate the aqueous process. Then the typical example of such modification include the design of conventional coating pans with first one is baffled pan and diffuser, that is also called as uh, here you can see this, that is also called as Pellegrini pan system. Then we also have immersion tube system and immersion sword system. So here you can see the diagrammatic representation of immersion sword system, and then this is the immersion tube system. Pellegrini pan system is available in size range of 10 to 1000 kgs. Then it contains a baffle pan and diffuser that distributes the dry air uniformly. Further, it is suitable only for sugar coating process, but not for film coating due to limitations in drying capacities. Limitation can be overcome by installing a swallowed air handling system to improve drying efficacy. You can see in the next diagram what we have is immersion swallowed system. There you can see two different systems that are provided. The first one is inlet hot air with the help of salt, and exhaust air can be removed with the help of plenum. Then the next type of equipment, that is immersion sort system. So in immersion tube system. So in this tube system, this consists of a long tube with a spray nozzle at its tip. Then hot air gets delivered through this tube into tablet bed. The drying of air flows upward and exhausted by the conventional duct. Then it is relatively rapid process, as well as less time is required for both film as well as sugar coating by using this last one, that is immersion tube system. Then next one what we have is perforated coating pans. Perforated coating pan consists of a perforated or partially perforated drum that rotates on its horizontal axis in an enclosed house. The equipment was developed to maximize the interaction between the tablet bed and the drying air, which is which it does by drawing the air through the tumbling product bed, as opposing to supplying air to the bed surface only. Then let us look at the first equipment, that is here you can see the diagrammatic representation of Acela coat system, and equipments appear something like this. This is Acela Cota pan. You can see here that this pan is fully perforated. Then it contains mixing blades. Then further inlet air, as you can see in the diagram, is by the plenum in contact with the top of the pan, whereas air is exhausted by the plenum which is located below the pan, right? You can see from the diagram, exhaust air is released from below the pan, whereas the air is inlet through the top of the equipment. Then the next equipment which is used is a high coater system. So here you can see the diagrammatic representation of high coater system, and this is how the equipment actually appears. So high coater system, this consists of four perforated segments which are perpendicular to each other. Each of these perforated act as an opening for air outlet, which is fixed to the exterior of the pan surface. Drying air is introduced into the pan through an opening located on inside periphery of the top of the pan. Glad coater, or also known as glad pan coating equipment. Here you can see this equipment. This is similar to that of Acela Cota. Then a divided air, what we call it as plenum, located beneath the moving tablet bed, uh, enables air to be blown into or exhausted from the pan through either or both of the two sections. Then in addition, another air plenum connects to an opening above the door, similar to that as in high coater. Also allow air to be blown into or exhausted from the pan. However, this equipment is quite expensive. Then the next coating equipment is Drya coater pan. So it introduces here you can see its diagrammatic representation. Then it introduces drying air through hollow perforated baffle located on inside periphery of drum. Exhaust is from back of the pan, and different airflows which can be included through this equipment are direct flow, reverse flow, then indirect flow. Air is at the top, okay, and exhaust through baffle located beneath the tablet bed, whereas in reverse flow, air is through baffle located beneath the tablet bed and exhaust via baffle at top of the pan. Or it can also be air is blown through a baffle located beneath the tablet bed and exhaust air can be from plenum connected to opening at back of pan. So this is how this dia coater pan is. Then the next one is Hutlin butterfly pan. So this is the diagrammatic representation of Hutlin butterfly pan. It has a series of large angled then slotted opening in the pan wall at the junction of the cylindrical portion with each of the front or back panels. Then these openings permit air to be exhausted from the pan. Drying air is applied to the surface of the bed of the product being coated by means of slotted tubes. Further, front and back of the pan can be disconnected from the cylindrical then central section and hanging down. The next type is fluidized bed coating systems. So this is the diagrammatic representation of fluidized bed coating system. This fluidized bed equipment offers an alternative to pan coating and is particularly popular for coating multi-particulate systems. The equipment offers the potential advantage of being able to affect the most efficient drying of any product that is possible in any existing coating equipment. Then in fluidized bed system, the object being coated are suspended in an upward stream of air, maximizing the surface available for coating. The coating is applied by an atomizer and this is dried by fluidized air. Then film coating can be applied to fluidized material by variety of techniques, that is either by top spray, bottom spray, or even tangential spray. The selection of a particular technique is often determined by the nature and intention functionally for a coating applied. That is the first one, as you can see in the diagram, that is bottom spray. This type of spray is preferred for application of rate controlling polymer to a wide variety of multi particulates. This process is also suitable for drug layering when drug dose is in low to medium range. Then the next diagram, what you can see is top spray. So top spray is used predominantly for test and odor masking purpose. Then Here drug release rates are not critical since film produced by this method are not uniform in thickness. Additionally, it is suitable for application of hot melt coating. Then the last diagram, what you can see is tangential spray. Okay, so it's suitable for application of modified release film coating to a wide range of multi-particulate products. This process is ideal for drug layering when the dose is medium to high. It is also useful as a speronizing process for producing speronidal pellets from powders. Then the next type of equipments are spray application system. So as you know, sugar coating is based on skills of the operator. However, success of film coating process lies on the availability of the coating equipment with a spray automation system, which allows a coating liquid to be applied in a much more controlled and reproducible manner. So here are the basic two types of spray automatic or spray automation systems available. The first one is airless spray system and the second one is air spray system. Then here you can see the diagrammatic representation, airless spray system and air spray system. Let's first talk about airless spray system. So in this system, the coating solution is pumped at a high pressure of around 250 to 3000 psig through a spray nozzle with a small orifice. Then atomization of the liquid occurs as it expands rapidly on emerging from the nozzle. Because of high delivery rates, this system is typically used in large scale film coating operations where organic solvent based coating liquids are to be applied. The degree of automation achieved by this system depends on the first one is fluid pressure, then orifice size as well as viscosity of the coating solution. Now let's talk about air spray system. So here the coating solution is pumped under little or no pressure to the nozzle and is subsequently atomized by means of a blast of compressed air that makes contact with the stream of liquid as it passes from the nozzle aperture. Then this system is typically more effective in small scale coating operations or processes, and all those involved is aqueous film coating operations. The major drawback of this system is that the atomizing air can give rise to premature spray drying of solution droplets, resulting in non-glossy porous film being formed. The degree of automation achieved by this system depends upon the first one is fluid pressure, then fluid cap orifice, then viscosity of a coating solution, then air pressure, then air cap design. Here, the choice of spray application system for a coating process depends on coating solution formula and on the process developed for particular product. So these are all the various equipments that are used for the purpose of coating of tablets. So thank you.